How did Casey Anthony get acquitted by the jury? Imagine being in a courtroom where the whole world is watching, and the verdict hinges on just a few key pieces of evidence. That's what happened in the case of Casey Anthony. Despite the intense media coverage and public suspicion, she was found not guilty of the most serious charges. So, how did that happen? Well, the answer lies in the way the prosecution presented their case and the standards set by law. To convict someone of a crime like this, the jury must be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty. That is a very high bar. In Casey Anthony's trial, the prosecutors relied mostly on circumstantial evidence. There was no direct proof, like eyewitness testimony or a clear forensic link, that proved she caused her daughter Kaylee's death. Yes, cadaver dogs did alert to the trunk of her car, and odors of decomposition were detected, but these clues did not definitively prove how or when Kaylee died. The defense argued that the evidence was not enough to remove reasonable doubt. They pointed out that the prosecution's case depended on assumptions, not concrete facts. For example, they suggested Kaylee might have drowned accidentally in the family pool, and Casey's behavior, like partying while her daughter was missing, did not necessarily mean she murdered her. The defense also challenged the reliability of forensic evidence, such as the chloroform found in Casey's car. They argued that the evidence was inconclusive and could be explained in other ways. After about 11 hours of deliberation over 2 days, the jury decided Casey Anthony was not guilty of first-degree murder, child abuse, or manslaughter. Instead, they convicted her for counts of providing false information to law enforcement. This meant they believed she lied during the investigation but did not find enough proof to prove she intentionally killed her daughter. This case highlights how difficult it can be to prove guilt when the evidence is circumstantial, and how the legal system's high standard protects the innocent from wrongful convictions. It also shows how jury decisions depend heavily on the quality and clarity of evidence, not just suspicion or media hype. The Casey Anthony trial remains a clear example of how complex and challenging high-profile criminal cases can be, especially when public opinion is so strongly against the defendant.